In the late 1960s, magic mushrooms gained attention from the media due to their increasing use and endorsement by people labelled as hippies and members of the counterculture at the time.
Away from people, you know, where we can be sort of left alone to get stoned, to pick mushrooms and things like that, you know.
It's not that we deliberately try and upset people and make them annoyed and angry. It's because our life is different from them, and what is different to anyone's sort of, you know, state, they think, well, if it's different, we're frightened of it.
But over the last 2 decades, mushrooms containing psilocybin, which is the active compound in magic mushrooms that produces their hallucinogenic effect, have been illegal in the UK, sitting in the same class as drugs like crack cocaine and heroin. Although this is still the case today, UK Parliament have recently released statements confirming results found in trials using psilocybin. These trials found significant decreases in depressive symptoms when psilocybin was administered in a clinical setting to patients suffering from treatment-resistant depression. So I'm heading to West Wales, an area that is sacred amongst mushroom pickers, to meet some people from communities that have been advocating their use long before any of these studies were published.
These are going to be nice and big with big old juicy stems because they grow in long grass. The longer the grass, the longer the stem. And then there's a baby there, little teenager there, I'll go for that one. Quite a thick stem on that. They just come in all different shapes and sizes, you know. Look at the stem on that one. Really long. Yeah, we're doing all right today.
But like I said, you walk straight past. I mean, you know, stood right on them. There's always a way. If you can't find them, stop, have a spliff, and then right where you're looking.
Doing quite good in that first field. That's often the field where I find loads.
Yeah. There's so many of them fucking purple, I presume, they were purpley look-alike ones.
What, the mottergills? Yeah.
Yeah, with the purple
purple
stems.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so many of them around.
I know, I always think if they were psychedelic.
Yeah, yeah. But, hang on, don't go any further that way. No. I've spotted quite a few, but then... Yeah, I have to find... Hang on. Yeah, right. As soon as you get down, you just gotta think like a fucking mushroom. Basically. You know, if you think, and then you think of the weather and all that and what they're like.
Where you'd want to be if you're a mushroom.
Get down and... Right. Where were we?
It's such a warm feeling, you know. Things that you looked at before and never thought twice about, you're looking at now in intense detail, connected with everything around you. It's such a nice feeling.
I'd say in school it had been first time heard about it, and now I've just started getting back into mushrooms again in a microdosing way, and the benefits are amazing. It keeps my mind settled.
A lot of people use it to sort themselves out in a way, because it kind of gives you that outer perspective that you can kind of see another side of things and see that it's not all like, it doesn't have to be the way it is. Obviously the government don't like it, it's Class A now, so it's, people are scared of it, and it's, you know, rightfully so, like, because it's not to be messed around with. It's the same as everything else really, every drug, like moderation and to see where your levels are at. Alcohol's the worst thing really, and so I think if people were taking mushrooms instead of drinking alcohol all the time, there would be a lot less problems than there are.
There's so many nasty, horrible drugs out there. To spread the word about small amounts of mushrooms, they're marvellous, they are, and they've been around since the year dot, and I don't think anyone has ever died off them by overdosing. So small amounts, take that, not chemicals. Keep the faith.
Sorted. Nice one.
Yep.